wielded by Roman legionaries and auxiliary troops. Period, 3rd century BC, 3rd century AD. Pros, short and light for close combat maneuverability, double-edged for cutting and thrusting, perfect balance with scutum shield, devastating in tight formation. Cons, requires close range to engage, vulnerable to longer weapons like spears and pikes, ineffective against heavy cavalry without formation support. Feature, 50-55 cm steel blade, leaf-shaped or straight design. Spanish origin, Gladius hispaniensis, full-tang construction with bone or wood grip. Feature, standard sidearm of Roman Empire for 600 years, used in conquest of Gaul and Britain, replaced by spatha in late Empire, symbol of Roman military discipline. Wielded by samurai warriors and Japanese nobility. Period, 15th, 19th century, Muromachi to Edo period. Pros, razor-sharp folded steel edge with visible Heyman pattern, perfect balance for quick draw. Iaido, single-cut lethal capability, spiritual and status symbol. Cons, brittle compared to European swords, expensive and time-consuming to forge, 15+ days, requires master craftsman, useless against plate armor. Feature, curved single-edged blade, 60-80 cm differential hardening, creates hard edge, soft spine, intricate Suba handguard designs, full tang with ray skin grip. Feature, worn edge up in sash, daisho pair with wakizashi, over 1,000 folding layers in steel, symbol of samurai honor code, bushido, restricted to warrior class only. Wielded by medieval European and Islamic siege armies. Period, 12th, 15th century, high to late Middle Ages. Pros, 300-meter range, massive payload, 90, 150 kidney stones, incredible accuracy, can hurl disease-ridden corpses or fire bombs, destroys castle walls. Cons, enormous size, 10-20 meters tall, requires days to assemble, massive counterweight, 10+ tons, immobile once positioned, vulnerable to sallies. Feature, counterweight-powered, gravity engine, sling mechanism, multiplies velocity, wooden frame with iron reinforcements, crew of 10-20 operators. Feature, replaced torsion catapults used at Siege of Acre and Orleans. Warwolf, built by Edward the Fern, could launch 150 Kieghul stones, pinnacle of medieval siege engineering. Wielded by Byzantine Navy and Land Forces. Period, 7th, 15th century, Byzantine Empire. Pros, burns on water, impossible to extinguish with water, devastating psychological terror weapon. Ship-mounted siphons allow naval dominance. Cons, extremely dangerous to own troops, requires precise pressure mechanism, formula kept secret, lost to history, limited range, 30-50 meters. Feature, liquid incendiary mixture, likely petroleum, resin, sulfur, bronze siphon pumps on ship prows, handheld siphons for land use, pressurized bronze tubes. Feature, saved Constantinople from Arab sieges, 678, 717, 718, turned tide of naval warfare, formula died with empire, 1453, modern napalm predecessor. Wielded by Mongol horse archers and nomadic warriors. Period, 12th, 14th century, Genghis Khan and Mongol Empire. Pros, 500+ meter range, compact size for horseback use, horn wood sinew composite stores, massive energy, rapid fire while galloping. Cons: extremely complex construction, takes 1+ year, sensitive to humidity and temperature, requires lifetime training from childhood. Feature: recurved shape multiplies draw power. 60, 110-pound draw weight, shorter than longbow, but more efficient pound for pound. Feature: conquered largest contiguous empire in history, mounted archers could shoot backwards using Parthian shot. Flight arrows reached 800+ meters. Wielded by Spartan hoplites and Greek citizen soldiers. Period: 8th, 4th century BCE, archaic to classical Greece. Pros: 2.5 to 3 meter reach, dominates sword range, iron leaf-shaped head, penetrates armor, bronze butt spike, sorota for rear attacks, and standing the spear. Cons: useless if phalanx formation breaks, heavy ashwood shaft, 1.52 kilo, requires both hands effectively, single combat disadvantage. Feature: primary weapon of Greek hoplite, paired with large round shield, aspis hoplon, overhand thrusting technique over shield wall. Feature: standard equipment at Thermopylae, 480 BCE, and Peloponnesian War. Sorota also used as secondary weapon if shaft broke, symbol of free citizen soldier status. Wielded by Aztec Jaguar warriors, Oxalotl, and Eagle Knights, Quartali. Period: 14th, 16th century, post-classic Mesoamerica. Pros: obsidian blades sharper than surgical steel, 3 atoms thick edge, devastating cutting power, lightweight wooden core, terrified Spanish conquistadors and their horses. Pros: obsidian blades sharper than surgical steel, 3 atoms thick edge, devastating cutting power, lightweight wooden core, terrified Spanish conquistadors and their horses. Feature: wooden paddle, 90-120 cm long, obsidian blades, tech paddle, set in grooves along edges, two-handed or one-handed with shield, Chamali versions existed. Feature: could decapitate horse in single blow, no metallurgy required, Stone Age technology. Ritual weapon for capturing prisoners for sacrifice. Last authentic specimens destroyed in 1884, Mexico City fire. Wielded by European infantry and mercenary crossbowmen. Period: 10th, 16th century, medieval to Renaissance. Pros: minimal training required, 350-400 meter range, armor-piercing power, can be preloaded and aimed, devastating against knights. Cons: slow reload rate, 2 to 3 shots per minute, heavy and cumbersome, complex winding mechanisms, expensive to manufacture. Feature: steel or composite prod, bow, with 800-1,500-pound draw, windlass or cranaquin, required for spanning, bolt ammunition. Feature: banned by Pope Innocent II in 1139 against Christians, ignored, dominated European battlefields until muskets replaced it, Genoese mercenaries famous for mastery. Wielded by German Landsknecht, mercenaries and elite infantry. Period: 15th, 17th century, Renaissance. Pros: 180 cm reach, dominates battlefield, massive blade, cleaves multiple enemies, parrying hooks, stop pike thrusts, psychological terror weapon. Cons: extremely heavy, 2.5-3.5 kilos, exhausting to wield, requires enormous strength and space, useless in tight formations. Feature: specialized Doppelsildner troops paid double wage to break pike formations, wielded like polearm against Swiss pikemen. Ceremonial parade versions weighed up to 7 kilolar. Used by Viking warriors and Nordic peoples. Period: 8th, 11th century. Viking Age. Advantages: multi-purpose use, warfare and daily tasks, easily portable, inexpensive, and quick to produce. Disadvantages: short range, disadvantageous against long spears, may cause balance problems when used heavily. Used by English and Welsh longbowmen. Period: 13th, 16th century. Advantages: 300-meter range, armor-piercing bodkin tips, rapid fire, 6 rounds minute, devastating in mass fire. Disadvantages: requires years of training, physical strength and specific muscle structure are essential, ineffective in the rain. Feature: the principal weapon used by 6,000 archers to defeat the French knights at the Battle of Azincourt, 1415.